Hi, Brian from OregonOutside.net. I'm out here at the beautiful Mount Bachelor here in Bend, Oregon, reviewing the Black Diamond MegaWatt 2011-2012 ski. I skied on last year's, in fact I own last year's, and I say they made a few improvements on the ski this year that made it ski a lot better than the previous year's MegaWatts. What they did mostly was they actually added a lot of material to the scoop and to the tip of the ski to make it a lot stiffer ride. I think last year's had a little bit of a tendency to get a little chattery at high speeds, and also would, when you get into deep snow or stiff deep snow, they'd have a tendency to throw you forward a little bit. I think this year they made some definite changes to correct that, and it's been good. It's been really good. I've skied it probably the last 2 days, and I've been trying to break them loose. They're actually pretty solid on the corduroy. Really enjoy skiing them on the hard pack as well. Crud, they bust right through the crud. On the ice, a little bit scary just because they don't edge as well. They don't have a real deep edge that say of a carving ski or something like that. But that's really not what they're designed for. So these are designed for deep snow, big dumps, and we've gotten about 9 feet in the last 3 weeks here at Mount Bachelor, and they have been phenomenal skiing. So I just had these mounted by Pine Mountain Sports here in Bend. If you'll notice, I put the Fritchie Freeride on them. It's a great kind of more of a front country and back country binding. I wanted to be able to ski these in the resort just as hard as I could ski them in the backcountry. I thought about putting the Dynafits on here. Really didn't feel I wanted to do that, so I stuck with the Fritchie Freeride through Black Diamond, and it's been nothing short of amazing. Welcome to the studio. Kind of want to talk to you a little bit more about the features of the 2011-2012 Black Diamond MegaWatt versus the 2010-2011 Black Diamond MegaWatt, which I almost called the old Black Diamond MegaWatts. They're really not that old. They come in 178 and 188. These have more of a progressive side cut versus the old one. You're going to notice when you get off the chairlift and you rail into that first turn, this has a 35-meter turning radius, so which is actually pretty good for a powder ski. The old one has a 42-meter turning radius. So you're really going to notice this, especially on the hard pack. It's going to be a little bit more reactive than the old ski. This is going to be 153 at the scoop, 125 underfoot, and 130 at the tail. So you're going to notice it's pretty much the same, because this one is 151, 125, and 131 at the tail. This is 5.4 pounds per ski, not including the binding, of course, and this is about 5.2 pounds per ski. So you're looking at like right around 10.5 pounds versus about 11.2, somewhere around there. Now I really wanted to get so you could see these two skis side by side. Now these have a wood core made out of poplar, so super rigid, pretty tough. I feel you can actually see right here that this is going to have a little bit more rigidity than this ski. So they have a 3 ribs running the entire length of the ski, and that's from last year's and this year's. You can see actually on this year's the ribs are a lot thicker than they were versus on last year's ski. Definitely this ski is going to ski a lot stiffer than this will, especially on the groomers, like I was saying. Well, thanks for watching. Make sure you check out OregonOutside.net. I'll have a little post with this video on there about the Black Diamond MegaWatts from last year and from this year. Whoa! There's a possibility I might marry these. Oh, you guys are so beautiful. I like to stroke my skis. Fritchie Freeride. Oh, and by the way, no one cares that you telly. AT's where it's at. Bring on the big dumps.